horse girl racing, the pinnacle of Uma sport, so often obscured behind closed doors, whether literally or figuratively to fans. After years of donations, political pandering, and redacting director Akikawa's name on several notable lists, we've finally been able to get a film crew onto the campus of Tracen Academy, where Japan's brightest are trained. So come and step with us into a world where dreams become reality, women have funny ears and tails, and most shockingly of all, the WNBA is actually watchable. This is Umamusume, Run to Survive. All right, just take a seat over there. Okay, I'm ready to start whenever. All right, hello, Miss Tazuna. We figured you were the perfect first person to ask. What does horse girl racing mean to you? Well, it's a lot of things. Grit, determination, dreams, failure, getting a career-ending injury, being forgotten, and returning later to instruct the next generation where everyone thinks you're just a normal human. All right, that is an interesting place to take this conversation, but it does lead into the athlete's well-being, which many have questioned, does the academy adequately address? From what we saw, it's questionable. Are you sure this is, legal? Of course, darling. The government can't ban what they don't know exists.
I'm just always sad. I don't know. Doctor, is there a problem?
Problem with what?
I don't know, my life. Being sad.
Must be the sadness.
Let's add that to the words of wisdom.
Well, it used to just be the stump. It had tenure from before I was even here, but after one too many heated rants from the girls, we decided we probably needed a real therapist and such, although it's usually just the trainer's job. That feels excessive. It is. Funnily enough, it's probably why we have a history of trainers either getting together with trainees after they retire or suffering severe psychological breaks. Are there any notable trainees for that come to mind? There is. There is one. Aw, trainer, don't leave. No! Goldship, you need to draw a line in the sand. What am I willing to put up with today? Not fucking this! Do you regret what happened that caused you to lose your trainer? I don't regret anything. Kind of personal policy. Even your tweets from years ago? I wouldn't say regret, more like, have moved forward. What about when you called El Condor Pasa Chica Deportita? I'm a different person now, Mr. Interviewer, come on. You tweeted that yesterday. Are you sad at all that your contract with Goldship went south? Oh, no, not at all. My new trainee is like crazy, but in a good way.
Alright, trainer. I got in the entire regimen you gave me today, finished all of my classwork, swung by Costco to grab us some $1.50 hot dogs on the way back, and I cleaned your apartment while you were working late.
Almond Eye actually listens to me, even goes above and beyond, and we have had a ton of success. I'm actually looking forward to this year of racing.
Is my perfectionism too much, trainer?
I would literally die for you, I. Moving from our first interviews, our team wanted to get a better idea of who were all the girls that would prove to be our main characters in the season to come. First up, we figured we had to go to the poster child. We couldn't figure out her name for the interview. John Derby, Little Speaka, Special Tweak. But an earlier interviewee, Grasswonder, really wanted us to talk to her. Is it fair to say, Miss Derby, that you and Grasswonder are major rivals heading into this year? It's not Miss Derby, but yes. Unless Suzuka comes back from America, she left again. We had Grass for an interview earlier. Is there anything you'd like to say to her? Sure. This year won't be like last year. The Japan Cup showed I'm the best in the whole country.
Special Week has become a very rude person. I will torture her legs so that her soul may learn to be humble.
I'm gonna be dancing through the turf around that chestnut.
The nation of Japan chose me for this fight. Japan is the teacher, and I am her instrument.
Wait, what did she say?
Japan's teachings are so beautiful.
Japan's teachings are beautiful. I don't have to race her, right? I'm just relying on clout from that Japan Cup win. If we race again, she'll make me look like even more of a bum. After leaving someone's little pony as she scrambled off to a doomsday bunker, when looking around for who we should talk to next, our cameraman Jimmy O'Corn, show him on the camera. This is a call out for Jimmy. We ate right before recording. And an hour later, his fat ass demands we go to the cafeteria. However, this was actually a serendipitous occasion, as we caught a legendary fatty in the flesh. After giving her Jimmy as a human sacrifice to consume, we were able to secure an interview and get to talking with her. Why do you think that when you got to the big national stage, people would call you Oguri no G1s? I probably hadn't won any G1 races yet. Does it bother you at all? No, not really. What brings you passion and energy? Food and friends, I guess. What are your friends like? They're cool. Tama's my favorite friend, but she's small, probably only about 500 calories per leg. How many calories in a normal leg? Well, that depends, human or Uma, because it actually varies quite a bit. It turns out she is one of many weird individuals at this academy. Although it was interesting to find out the caloric density of individual human body parts, Jelly Bellies, Hello Kitty cookies, and uranium-238. Now that Jimmy had been sacrificed to a monster with 2 functional synapses, we kept looking for more protagonists. Horse girls that really felt like main characters. When we spotted one in a big yellow suit that looked straight off the set of Breaking Bad, we knew we found someone else we needed to interview. What about running motivates you?
Innovation, breaking through barriers, and making my trainer act as a glorified servant.
We got some statements from trainers before coming in, and yours did stand out to me. Quote, Takyon has locked the kid who sits in the back of class thinking she's smarter than everyone else and calls normal people pseudo-intellectuals. I love Takyon, but she nearly ended her career by shattering her leg because she was in a bad mood. She's pretty difficult.
It seems my guinea pig needs to learn when to shut up.
Anyways, back on topic, what exactly does your innovation tend to consist of?
Lots of things, really. I strap my legs to a V8 engine, I liquefied racecraft and inject it to my veins, and
Oh, hey, Takyon. Okay, so, the upcoming race should be fairly normal. Only unique thing is that there will be a drug test beforehand, so, you'll have to go there tomorrow morning before the race.
Guinea pig, we need to drop out.
Takyon, what do you mean? We can't just...
Trainer, we need to drop out.
I thought you said all your experiments were race legal.
I didn't think you'd believe me. Allegedly, there are some tracks with lax drug testing policies, which I may have hypothetically found out about.
So you did PEDs?
Whoa, look at you with the accusations. I never said that.
This would devolve into us trying to get Takyon back on track for quite a while, although after agreeing to take some meds from her, she seemed to calm down. Although, now I think my chest hair has achieved some level of sentience, so that will need to be handled after this. Would you say you have any rivals?
I don't know about rivals per se, but I do have a couple hate watches when I stream.
You stream?
Easier to make money streaming for my projects than ask the Academy for help.
Okay, whatever. So, who are these hate watches?
Well, first, it's a bucket. I used to rage bait her all the time, then watch her lose. It was beautiful. But now?
It's incredible! Jungle Boya wins against all odds!
No, Chad, it's fine. I didn't want her to lose anyways. I don't care, really. Then there's Dansu. She's so nice, it annoys me. All right, good morning, chat. Who's ready for another huge hate watch?
And it will happen! Dansu Flame finally makes it work! She will finally win a G1 race!
I'm ending the stream early. Everyone, shut up. Finally, there's Cafe. Now she is the best rage bait victim, so when she loses, I know it's going to be a great day for me. Who is ready for a quick 3-length loss for Cafe? I am 100% okay with that.
Manhattan Cafe, what a run! Another G1 victory.
What is next? How could this sport possibly get any worse? Am I going to die the next time I race?
Honestly, I don't feel like we got a lot out of that interaction of substance, but when we were about to leave, one of Takiyan's supposed hate watches entered, said something about messing with her coffee, then put her through the wall, so we knew we had to try and get an interview with her now. So, that is quite something, throwing another horse girl through a wall. How do you have that strength?
It's not mine. It's my friend.
You're the only one here.
She's incorporeal and you can't see her.
You have an imaginary friend?
No, she's real. I did an Eldritch ritual when I was in middle school and summoned an otherworldly ghost girl who looks like me that only I can see. I use her for racing.
How exactly do you use her for racing?
Communing with the Beyond for racecraft advice, holding opponents back, showing me where to aim for. She does a lot.
Is this legal?
I mean, the same number of horses that enter the gate leave it. I'm pretty sure it is.
Are you afraid of it being banned?
The URE struggles to enforce what running diagonally is. I wish them luck with the metaphysical.
Do you find any problems with, that?
I mean, she does get really whiny sometimes and starts throwing things around. She also really misses home, so that can be a problem. No! Sunday, no! Down, girl!
Back! I need it! After that, incident, we wanted to take a little break and found a nice place on campus, but we saw Horse Girl trying to get others to use her code for the FanDuel Casino app and knew we had to have a talk with her now. So does the school, know about that?
We take sponsors, it's nothing new.
You're at an elite private academy in Japan with a gambling sponsorship.
I mean, Suzuka got approached by Marlboro.
Did she take it?
No, but gambling is only bad if you lose.
Do your friends know about this?
Yeah, tried to get some new suckers, but it didn't go super well.
Way!
She is equal parts too dumb and too smart to fall for it.
Have you ever regretted going gambling?
There was one time I kind of ruined a friendship. I'll in on 14.
Oh wow, you're crazy, Festa. 14! Oh, that's crazy!
Let it ride.
Huh? 14! Oh, right, we can cash out.
Let it ride.
14 again! Festa, maybe we should leave.
Let it ride with the deed to my friend's apartment as collateral. The house always wins, Marzensky. The house always...
Just don't. After hearing about how one of the students bet another's apartment at a roulette table, we decided to settle on just doing a few more interviews for the day. This whole experience has shown us that a look into the behind the scenes of horse girl racing maybe should have just been left behind. We thought going to some artists and writers would be a change of pace. It wasn't. So, Miss Dober, your work seems to contain a lot of you and your trainer pretty clearly.
No, legally distinct.
Sure, okay, but then it's clearly your trainer but a femboy now and not a woman. Then there's a few of your peers ganging up on you.
I've known writers who use subtext, and they're all cowards.
I was a writer. Artists didn't go much better. All right, Miss Digital, what are you passionate about in your art? Umas? In what way? In every way. Competing, resting, eating, breathing, lathered in margarine in a shipping crate in a non-distinct, poorly maintained port. Does anything get in the way of that passion? There are some dirty pranksters who do, yes. Hello, Digital. I have a commission. Oh, sure, what is it? I think I'd like a straight piece. What? How dare you come here and say that to me? Relax, Digitan, it's just a joke. I have a real commission. I want scarlet and vodka. Okay, this is better. As they argue, they slowly get closer together. And then what happens? they both go run to their male trainers. You bitch! I'll kill you where you stand! We passed by that prankster digital mention, but she was currently rigged up on a cross, and we just decided not to touch that, even as we heard shouts from that direction.
Who else would have taught Urara that word?
King, please! It was an accident! To end our first day covering horse girls, we figured a pair of friends just sitting together would be a nice, safe place to end. And it kind of was. So, Miss Kita-san, what weird, crazy thing are you into?
Does running count?
What? No, that's normal. What are you most passionate about?
Running?
Oh,
Yeah, I just love running. I've considered things like dating, but that takes time away from training.
cool. Dedicated athlete. What about your friend?
Daya, she definitely wants to train just like me.
I want her. I'm sorry, what? I have spreadsheets, flowcharts, pages on pages of research, none of which has worked on Kita-san. Do you want to admit this on TV? Let me paint you a picture of how things have gone for me thus far. One of her few other enjoyments in life besides racing is dinosaurs. Okay. She went to a dinosaur conservatory. I was tired of subtext and hints, so I straight up comment, I'd let you discover my clitoris. And you know what she responds with? No? I've never heard of that particular dinosaur before. Is it a herbivore or omnivore? What am I doing wrong? What? Calming down a raging schoolgirl is normally unlikely to be easy. When they are also superhuman, it turns out to be even more challenging. This first episode is dedicated to Jack Dingleson, who died uttering the famous phrase of Thanatos, "Calm down," to an angry woman. Now then, here's to an exciting season of racing with us on Umamusume, Run to Survive. Thank you to everyone who watched this to the end. This script took forever because it's all dialogue pretty much, and that's not really something I've done even with the other like mockumentary video. It wasn't really like that. Plenty of fun references as well if you want to go through them from a bunch of different things. Like, subscribe, thanks to all the members listed out here. And with that, I think it's about time to...
Hey! My daddy owns Psy Games. You can't just not mention me. I won the Breeders' Cup.
Yeah, the one journalism and sovereignty didn't race in. Okay, forever Stroll.
Don't compare me to him. I have actual talents. My career was successful because I worked hard, have talent, and only a little because I have really rich parents.
Up. You can only talk to me once you come to Global.